Hello and welcome, and we finally get to the very, very last day of 2020. And joining me today is Loki. Hello.
Hello.
Finally, he's speaking. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. As long as you get a bit of speech, which is quite good. If anybody wants to join us, then just click on the link. You can see it actually there at the moment. It says streamyard.com /B8RVX2TAMB, and you can come and join us. Now, what is this all about? You might be saying to yourself. It's quite simple, really. It was an idea that Kathy Edwards came up with about New Year's honours. And New Year's honours would be anybody who's been doing something good in the community, especially around North Devon. It might have been doing somebody's shopping, putting their bins out, just saying hello to people. There's a lot of things, and we posted this up a few days ago, and there wasn't a big response, which was a shame, really. But that's the way it goes, isn't it? You know, sometimes these things happen and other times they don't. But we can mention quite a few people, which we have here. And as soon as I can start sharing this onto other pages, then we'll see where we go to. Somewhere along the line, we should be live. And for whatever reason, my system, it is saying, yes, you are. I am live. Okay. Now, what's been good? Let's start off with what's been good for you in 2020, Loki.
To be honest, I just want to say a big thank you to my friends and family for standing by and supporting me through this. I mean, one of the really good things that's come out of 2020 for me personally has been Devon Live Chat. You know, it was designed so that people would have a platform to speak, so you know we don't feel alone as well. And on that point, I also want to say, for me personally, on my honours list would be all the admins and members of BroCheck, because they've been absolutely amazing. You know, I've got so many friends and family. There's too many to list, but there's you, Jez, Danny and Reese, Net. You know, there are just so many people that I'd love to thank for this. So I think that's one of the important bits as well, especially with today's show. So if you're watching and you've got anyone that you want to thank, please just drop us a comment.
Which is absolutely great, because BroCheck is something which I was going to talk about a little bit in depth in a moment, because there are an awful lot of people who, like yourself, don't have anybody to talk to. You end up in a little shell, and before you know where it is, the world is all over the place. It doesn't have to be like that. You can always check on some of the programs that we have done because they are there on YouTube as well. So have a little look. So if you're a man, and it's not just for men, is it? Though that particular one is set up for, people who find it difficult to actually come out and openly say, I've got a problem. As soon as you say, I've got a problem, then that problem then becomes less because other people are listening. And that's really what BroCheck was set up to be.
An analogy that a really good friend of mine used and is absolutely brilliant is that every time you have an issue, it's a brick. If you let your issues pile up, then that brick wall grows bigger and bigger and bigger till you can't climb it. BroCheck, your friends, your family, you speak to them, they can help you remove those bricks one by one.
Excellent. And I think the wording actually of Broadcheck is a place to talk and help, and that's the main thing, which is great. You want to put any comments down? Please drop them down underneath. We'll check it out because we're going out on various different platforms as we normally do. As you can see behind me, it says Happy New Year 2021. 2021 is going to be a great year. It can't be any worse than 2020. And I must admit, actually, I was talking with my daughter earlier on, and she said, you know what, 2020 hasn't been that bad for her. Basically, new grandchild, so she had a little baby boy, managed to do lots and lots of other things. So there are some good things about 2020, and we won't realise what they are until we move further on in time. We'll get through 2021, 2022, and then we'll start looking back and going, yes, okay, there was a pandemic. Yes, unfortunately, there's a lot of people lost their lives, but there were some good bits that came out of it as well. I sincerely send my condolences to anybody who has lost anybody, nearest and dearest, or even friends, over the last 9-10 months. And it shouldn't be, but my thoughts and feelings are there for you. Right, let's get into some of the New Year's honours. As I said, this is basically what people have been up to. But I've got to mention George Hammett. I've known George for quite a number of years. George Hammett will now be known as George Hammett MBE. Yeah, he'd like to thank quite a few people, actually. Ross Gibbs, Property Management, Richard Bren, from the Brent Hotels. I've got Chili, who's just come in. Hello, Chili. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you both. How are you?
Happy New Year, Chili.
Yeah, great to see you, mate. We'll talk
you too.
About what you've been up to in your band in a moment. Where is this all happening with George? It's basically because he's been out and about doing quizzes and raising money for various different local charities. And he'd like to thank all the restaurants and the 120 quiz teams that have helped to fund all the local charities over the years. So well done to George. A few thanks have come through actually from Mike Coates. Absolutely brilliant. Well done. Great achievement, mate. Andrew Williot said, congratulations. Nicholas said, oh my goodness, well done. Nina said, this is wonderful news, George. Good things happen to good people. Once a legend, always a legend. Christine Hartwell said, congratulations, George. What an amazing honour. And what else have we got here? Keith Hendy. Brilliant news, George. Well deserved and long overdue. Many congratulations. Paula Jones said, congratulations, well deserved. Threw in some kisses as well. And Lucy turned around and said, congratulations. Nina said, so richly deserved. Congratulations, George. Thank you for your help and your local activities. You are a star. There are pages and pages of things there talking about how George has been doing this. And as I said, I've known George for quite a few years myself. And the way he's been running his quizzes, somewhat different from a pub quiz. It works really, really well. All the money goes to well-deserved charities. And there are a lot of charities that do need some help. So if you've got any ideas of how you can help George continue his work, or if you've got some ideas, then share it with us and we can sit and talk about it and air it for you right here. Don't forget, if you want to join us today, you're more than welcome. If you want to do that, all you got to do is follow the links, okay, which is just underneath there. There you go. StreamYard.
There is also a copy of the link on the Devon Live chat comments section. So all you need to do then is click the link, open it up on Google Chrome, or if you're using iPhone or an Apple product, then Safari. Accept the permissions and join us in the chat.
Right. Let's salute a few people. First off, I think actually is all those people who work at the hospital. All the frontline staff. You know, if somebody could give out awards, I think each and every one of you deserves that, along with the fire brigade, the police, RNLI. There's a few mentions about RNLI. our Kathy Edwards sort of mentioned this actually. Without a shadow of a doubt, the whole of the Ilfracombe RNLI volunteer lifesavers, they're on call 24/7, 365 days a year. Unless it's a leap year, then it's an extra day. Sorry, but Mark is the only crew member that she knows personally. Harriet Stone said, David Joe, David and June of Davy the Dairy, they have all gone above and beyond throughout the pandemic, helping folk, checking in on vulnerable folk, and doing their best to bring cheer during the lockdown, all whilst running a free delivery service. That's priceless. They should be recognised for their ongoing support to this community, the community being Ilfracombe. So well done to each and every one of those. And while we're talking about the RNLI, we shouldn't forget actually all the Gravelly and Appledore lifeboat crews as well. It doesn't matter what the sea conditions are, they are out and about. If they're called on, there's no shall I, shan't I? No, they launch and they get out there. So well done to each and every one of them. Now,
well, I've got.
Oh, go on.
Sorry, I've got two actually that I'd like to add to the honours list as well. First one's a very broad one, and Killy is a perfect example here. So Killy and the rest of the musicians, thank you for keeping going. Thank you for bringing out music. Thank you for, we need music. And if it weren't for you guys keeping us going, just thank you. And the second person I'd actually like to do a big thank you to is someone who doesn't actually get much recognition or much thanks for what he does. And that would be Martin King. I'd actually like to thank you, Martin. Yet again, I'm going to use this group as an example. You looked at a very bad situation for a lot of us and thought, how can I make people, or how can I give people a safe place where they don't feel alone, where they can just, join in and, have a bit of a chat. And you went above and beyond to create this site, and you've gone above and beyond for the people in your community. So I'd like to add you onto the honours list.
That's very, very kind of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Martin.
I always think that we need to do things for North Devon because North Devon supports us. I can bring Chile in on this, actually. If North Devon didn't support you when you go out and play, you wouldn't be going out and playing. I know you're not at the moment because of the pandemic and everything else. But I think the people of North Devon, the audience and everything else are so important to each and every one of us. So that is great. Now then, Chile, while you're here, how's it been for you and your band? And I wish all of you a more successful 2021 than what you've had in 2020.
Thank you very much, Martin. Yeah, to put it bluntly, it's been a terrible year, really. We've had a lot of cancellations. We had all sorts of gigs and festivals and all sorts planned throughout this year, and it's all pretty much been put on hold. I want to say a massive thank you to Escape Down the Rabbit Hole in Barnstable, because they've done a fantastic job this year of being able to provide us with somewhere to play. In the courtyard out the front. It was probably, I think that was the only place. I think we did one gig back in Ilfracombe back in March. That was the last gig we did indoors. And then from then, literally the only place we played is Escape Down the Rabbit Hole in Barnstable, because it's just, it wasn't possible to play anywhere else. So yeah, it's been a really, really difficult year. And obviously the band is, as much as it is a musical thing, it's also a social thing for us. We're all very good friends in the band, very close friends. So, we use it as a sort of a way of meeting up as well to have fun and stuff. We haven't been able to do that. So yeah, it's just been really difficult. We wanted to crack on, and we, like I said, we should have had a really busy year this year. But I'm sure it's it's obviously the same for everyone in the music industry. but yeah, I want to say thank you, like Loki said, to everyone for keeping going, all the live streams people have been doing, people have been adapting, just trying to keep it going as best as they can. You know, it's so hard, but yeah, it's been lovely to see everyone sort of doing their live streams and trying to do what they can. It's been really sort of, you know, quite nice really to see the local community sort of adapt into this situation and trying to get through it. So
can you name the people who run the premises of Down the Rabbit Hole? Who's the manager or the owners there?
It's Dave and it's the Matthews family. It's Dave, Jason, and Luke. They've just obviously it's an escape room place initially, but they just saw an opportunity to sort of, you know, they had the big courtyard out the front. They saw an opportunity to turn it into something. I mean, back in the summer, it was fantastic. We had some lovely summer evenings playing outside, and you know, we're thankful to all our fans for coming down and watching us, booking tables. Even though we were playing, it still wasn't like a typical gig. Obviously, people couldn't get up and dance. And you know, we're a very energetic band. We love to get people up dancing and stuff. Obviously, they couldn't do that. But yeah, it's just been a bit of a weird year. But like you say, hopefully 2021 will be busier for everyone. And hopefully we can get back to some kind of normality and, you know, get back out entertaining people again. But who knows?
I hope so, because, you know, when we had our chat with you and about the band, Alan and everybody else, such a talented set of people, and it'd be a shame if actually it all goes to waste. But I think with, you know, what they're talking about, getting people vaccinated and everything else, and maybe, I'm not going to hold my breath on this one, they're saying like spring. I think it's probably, we're going to be talking about June, July. We might get back to some sort of normality, and that would be good. Actually, on the thing of talking about bands and getting out and playing, I think we ought to mention the Palladium Club, and I think we ought to mention the Big Sheep as well. What they actually did. You know, it was a stepping stone in the right direction, and very brave as well. So well done to Rick Turner and everybody at the Palladium Club as well for doing that, and for the bands who actually said we'll go and do that. And we've been speaking with an awful lot of different people on a Music Monday, and hopefully that will continue during 2021. You know, there's a lot of people going out there, they can't play as such, so they've been going busking. They've been out on Appledore, Westwood Ho, Ilfracombe, just getting out there and playing away. And talking about people that are playing, Meg Scrimmins. I think Meg needs a big well done, because she organised an event to raise money, and wow, did she do well? JC fundraising. It was 12 hours or whatever it was that they did. Lots and lots of different acts got involved. She's done bits and pieces over Christmas as well, and that's another organisation that does things for the fact of raising money for charity. It's not to do with self-righteousness or anything like that. They are doing it for a purpose, and if you see anybody doing that sort of thing, then I think you need to take your hat off and say, well done. Who else can we talk about? We can talk about Mickey
What
Parker.
about? Oh, yeah.
Mickey Parker, who came on to Devon Live Chat in the early days, and said a lot of good things, but he also runs around with Food Bank, picking up things from supermarkets and taking it back to the food bank. He also organised a Christmas run, a Santa run, where he did the vehicle up as well. So Mickey, well done to you, sir. We salute you, because this is what the awards are about. We haven't got statues, we haven't got anything to give out. We are just going to salute each and every one of you. So we've spoken about him because he's fundraising as well. Meg Scrimmins, we spoke about. Go on.
Yeah. The other two that are worth saluting as well is Nick Edwards who has been doing a lot of support, both with Devon Live Chat, been supporting Meg. He's absolutely brilliant, and he's always putting up new videos and that he's done. So definite salute to you, Nick. And Paul Mugford. And I think, Martin, you may want to take this one.
Yeah,
A big salute to Paul Mugford.
I will do in a moment. Whilst you are talking about Nick, Alexandra Sandwich Bar is where he works. And there's a piece here which says, we receive £45 from customers towards providing meals for children during half term. This has been donated to the Barnstaple Food Bank. So people are going in, buying their sandwiches, which they are open actually all over this festive time, where they've actually left tips or left money. They've collected it all, and they put £45 down towards the food bank. So well done to you. That's absolutely brilliant. And yeah, going on to Paul Mugford. What can I say about the guy? Yeah, I know what it's like, Paul, running one of these particular pages, these groups. You don't get paid for doing it. You don't, because you want to do it because it's good for the area. He has got 50,000 plus members. If you want to find out what's going on, if there's a problem on the roads, it's mentioned. If there's an event which is going on, it's mentioned. There are so much. I know with 50,000 people start to contribute, but he still has to vet it all as well. It must be very time consuming. And Paul, I salute you, sir, along with all the other pages which do very similar work, but handling 50,000, that is quite something. We're just reaching our marker of 500, which we wanted to have come the end of the year. So we're virtually there. But we are so pleased and happy that the likes of Paul says you can post onto our page, along with gossip around Ilfracombe, Bideford banter, friends of North Devon. What else have we got? We got a few, gigs around North Devon, events in Bideford as well, and Soundwave Radio. If you want to see in the new year and you need a little bit of music, Soundwave Radio are broadcasting tonight. Mix South House is on air, and it's a new radio station. It's online. You can get it on Alexa as well and on your phone. Because Bideford can't have the event on the key like they normally do, then they've decided today is going to be the day to do something a little bit different. Got a message which just come through. Thank you, Martin and Loki, for live chat. Also a massive thanks to all the JC fundraising volunteers, including Meg Scribbins, Tasmin Ball, Tanya, Sarah, lots of Sarahs, Lisa, and many others to thank as well. That comes from Kathy Edwards. Thank you, Kathy. You're the people who should be having the thank you, not us. You're the people who get there. You're on the front line, so to speak. So well done to each and every one of you. Now, I'm trying to think if I've got anybody else here I need to thank. If you can think of anybody, speak now, because we're getting towards the end of where we are. There was on the official list of awards, as I said, George Hammett has got one. There is a couple of other people locally who has received MBEs as well. And I've been trying to look for where that is on my system. And I'm sure you must know who you are. So well done to you. It must be quite strange, actually, to get that recognition and then find out that because of the pandemic, you can't go and pick up your award. That's a shame. Must be quite difficult. Very, very difficult indeed. Yeah.
Just thought of two more now, actually, as well. Both linked in here with Devon Live Chat. So Stuart Dennis. Yet again, if it wasn't for Stuart, there wouldn't be a Devon Live chat. He's one of our admins. He has been an absolute tech wizard. So a big, thank you to Stuart and Chris Howell. Chris Howell, has been on our chats quite often. He's absolutely brilliant and does a lot of the work around Devon, including projections up onto the Ilfracombe Theatre. Or the Landmark, sorry, isn't it? It's the Landmark Theatre.
Yeah.
So yeah, a big thank you to Chris as well for the work that he does in the community.
I think also I mentioned actually, I think I touched on it slightly. I'm talking about the Brens. Well done to them indeed, because of what they did early in the pandemic was said, Bartswell Hotel, we've put up all the key workers. And that is absolutely fantastic. So well done to all of you. I'm still trying to find if I can find out this other person's name, which I can't at the moment. I don't know why, but oh goodness gracious me! Never mind. Right, we nearly got to the end of this, haven't we? I can't see.
Unfortunately, we are coming to the end of our last show of the year.
It is, and a very, very, very good one as well. Thanks to Chile for joining us. Thanks to all the musicians as well, and who have been coming on and talking about their experiences with the pandemic, the lockdown, the tribulations that it's caused as well. And you've been absolutely brilliant. So well done. There's too many to mention, actually. I could run off a few names, but I might miss somebody, so I'd rather not mention any names rather than miss somebody. In the new year, come January, we've got Merlin coming on to tell us about what he does, his escapology, which will be interesting. Also, Captain Coconut's going to come on as well, find out what Edge has been up to. Just to mention a few, there will be a lot more as well. Thank you indeed to a couple of other contributors who we've had on several times. We're talking finance, aren't we?
Yep, that'd be Felix.
Felix Milton, well done indeed. And he's been doing some stuff on national radio as well. So well done, Felix. And also, we need to say thank you to everybody at the Destination Lounge for letting us know what's been going on with, travel. Travel is quite difficult this time at the moment. You've got to feel for all those people. How many times do you look thinking, I've got to go and book a holiday, and you don't know if you're coming or going? Well, go and see a specialist like them, and they will let you know when is a good time to do that. My personal thanks actually to Steve Willis, who has gone above and beyond making sure that all the staff at Unison have been safe throughout of this, making sure that, social distancing was kept in place, the staff was safe, the people staying there were safe, and it's always in his mind to make sure that everybody is in the right place indeed. So well done indeed to you. Rob Braddocks, what a busy man he's been. He was on TV the other day, doing lots and lots of things. I need to speak to Rob again because he's got that lifeboat, isn't he, which he's going to be doing up, the one which was saved from the last war. So we need to find out from Rob what he's doing. I think final words here is in order. Chile, have you got any final thoughts for saying goodbye to 2020? Hello, 2021.
Well, all I can say is good riddance to 2020, really. I'm just hoping for a lot healthier, happier, busier new year. I hope everyone's lives get better. Just a lot more positive vibes next year, hopefully. And hopefully we can get out, like I said, with a band, get people up dancing again, having a good time like it was, this time last year. This is weird to say, but yeah, like, you know, I just want everything back to normal now, really. I'm sure as everyone else does. So yeah, fingers crossed 2021 will be slightly more normal. We can be back out there partying with you all and all the other musicians as well. You know, I've got friends locally that do music, and it's been a big knock-on effect for them because, you know, they do it as a living. So you know, I feel quite sorry for them as well. But yeah, that's all I can say, really. Here's to 2021, hopefully. Fingers crossed. So
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Okay, well, Happy New Year to Martin and Loki. Hope it's a better one than this year. Thank you very much. Didn't say who it's from. It must be from somebody we know. Thank you very much indeed, Loki. Your final thoughts?
Quite simply, Happy New Year. If we keep at it like we did this year, you know, we can get through this. So Happy New Year.
Excellent. My final thoughts is wish you what you wish yourself. I hope that 2021 brings all good things for you, and put the bad things behind and disappear and never ever be seen again. We will continue doing all these chats. Yeah.
Just a very quick one. A very, very happy New Year to Leonie Can, who was the person who left us that lovely message there.
Oh, thank you very much indeed to you.
So, Happy New Year to Leonie, Alex, and Patrick.
Happy New Year. Right, where was I? Oh yeah, wish you what you wish yourself. Hope you have a great 2021. You'll look back on 2020 in a few years' time, as I said earlier on, probably with, oh, really? Was it like that? Yes, and I'm sure they'll make some feature films on it as well at some point or another. We will continue putting these programs together with musicians, topics that mean something to somebody. What else did we help do? We helped save the Long Bridge in Barnstable. We've done all these sorts of things. This will continue, and hopefully you will continue to enjoy. If you've got any ideas of what programming you'd like to see and watch, then just drop us a line. We'd love to hear from you. And I think it's in about 10 days' time. Soundwave Radio will be actually working a little bit more. They've been building up. What with the pandemic, trying to get people trained up, it's been a little bit more lengthy than they anticipated. But you can join me on there Monday to Friday from 10 till midday every single week. And if you can make it along, that'd be absolutely brilliant. Till then, Happy New Year to everybody. Everybody say bye-bye.
Happy New Year, everyone.